I'll try to make this as simple as possible. To take photos through the scope, you need a cine tube. This is called a cine tube, and each cine tube has a specific focal length. This is what's called an F220. This is designed for APC size sensors. So let's talk that first. And you can't connect a camera directly on top of this. You need a few attachments. So let's go over the attachments. You need what's called a C-mount. And a C-mount is a fitting that has a dovetail in it, like this, that fits inside this, and then the dovetail is tightened by that screw. And then you need to connect the dovetail, it's called a C-mount, to what's called an M42 connector. This is the M42. That has the threads here for this dovetail to be attached to it, and it just simply screws on. And then this fitting goes into whatever camera you have. So I think this is where some of the confusion begins, because this fitting, the M42 fitting, is very specific to the camera, so it gets a little confusing. In other words, this is the EOS R series that has a very specific fitting on the opening that fits a very specific M42. And if you have the wrong M42 fitting, it won't fit. So you have to know what the lens type, the M42, needed for the specific camera that you have. And I have included some websites that list the cameras that each M42 is capable of or is designed for. If you're using a Sony camera, it gets even more complex because they don't make a specific M42 for a Sony. They make an adapter that's called an EOS NEX adapter, and that allows you to put your M42 fitting into the Sony. So it's a conversion type of device that converts the M42 for the Canon to the Sony. And I have a site on the website where you can get that. So basically what you do, for example, this is a 6D, this is an APC sensor, and I have the dovetail and the M42 connected together, and that fits perfectly. This particular fitting will not fit on a Canon R series because there are different fittings here. This is it's the same size, but it's a different fitting. So why not make it as complicated as we possibly can? So to sum up, what you need is you need a dovetail, a C-mount dovetail with a thread mount on one side and a dovetail on the other, and you need an M42 adapter that's designed for the specific camera that you have. And if you have those together, you put them together, and then you mount it in the camera that you're using. So I hope this clarifies this a little bit. It hasn't made it too confusing.